As someone who has used both a steam sauna and an infrared sauna dome, I've had several people reach out to me and ask which I prefer and which I would recommend. So in this video, I'm going to answer that question for everyone. So I've had my SaunaBox Steam Sauna for over a year now, and I've had my One Love Health Infrared Sauna Dome for nearly 4 months. The SaunaBox that I use is the SaunaBox Smart Steam Kit Pro, which after using a discount code runs about $400. The One Love Health Sauna Dome that I use is the Luxor Pro Standard, which after using a discount code on it, it'll run you about $12.75. Or you could go with the Vital Pro version, which is just like the one I use, except it doesn't have the therapeutic stones. And after a discount code, that will run you about $8.50. Spec-wise though, they function about the same. So I won't beat around the bush. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you my recommendation, and then I'm going to explain why. I still use both saunas and I go back and forth using them both. And I love them both for very different reasons. And if I absolutely had to pick one to use for the rest of my life, between the two, if money were not an issue, I would 100% pick the One Love Health Sauna Dome. Okay, so let me explain why now. What I would say is if you only have $400 to spend on a sauna, 100% get the SaunaBox. It's still a great sauna experience and you'll get so many health benefits out of it. The reason I still use the SaunaBox, even though I recommend the Sauna Dome, is because I still do enjoy breathing in the hot steam. The SaunaBox also gets my heart rate up considerably higher than the Sauna Dome, and I do enjoy being fully encapsulated inside of the sauna. Now, I can get my entire body inside of the Sauna Dome. It is a tighter space though, so you feel a bit more restricted. But I still do like using the SaunaBox for those reasons. So that being said, why do I recommend the Dome? Well, the Sauna Dome heats up much faster. It's ready to go in about 5 minutes. The SaunaBox takes anywhere from 15 to 25 minutes, depending on the temperature of my garage. And that brings me to reason number 2. The SaunaBox is in my garage strictly due to the moisture that it produces. I feel like that it produces so much moisture, I need to keep it in an area that I can quickly ventilate. That way I avoid any moisture problems. But the Sauna Dome, you can use that anywhere. I feel like the Dome also gets much hotter. Being that it's an infrared, you can feel the heat penetrate much deeper into your body, especially in your core. Sometimes it low-key feels like you're in an oven. I also feel like the infrared sauna is easier on my skin. It seems odd, but I find that the SaunaBox tends to dry my skin out more than what the Sauna Dome does. The Sauna Dome also is easier to maintain since you're only dealing with your sweat, whereas the SaunaBox, you're dealing with both sweat and water. I feel like you still need to wipe off with a towel before you move around your house because there is a ton of sweat, but you don't have all the excess water to deal with, so the cleanup is much less messy. The Sauna Dome is also very easy to clean and to store away. With the SaunaBox, you need to dry it out before you put it away, and the setup can take much longer. You almost need to leave it out all the time, to be honest, whereas with the Dome, you can put it away after each use. It only takes a minute to set it up and a minute to tear it down. It's super convenient. This may be a little more obvious too because of the price, but the Sauna Dome is obviously much higher quality and will certainly last you longer than the tent will. Another reason I really like the Sauna Dome, I can actually sit in it and watch TV. It's very relaxing, and heck, sometimes I've even fallen asleep while I've been in it, and then I wake up and I'm just absolutely drenched in sweat. So even though I said the SaunaBox does a really good job at getting your heart rate higher than what the Sauna Dome was, the Sauna Dome still does a really good job at getting your heart rate up. The fact that you can stand in the SaunaBox obviously makes your heart rate go up higher than it does in the Dome. But that being said, the research shows that actually laying down in the sauna may be more beneficial for your circulatory system. So my wife 100% prefers the Dome versus the steam sauna for the fact that she has long hair. And every time you use the steam sauna, your hair is absolutely going to get drenched. There's just no getting around that. So you'll have to deal with wet hair after you use the SaunaBox. Whereas with the Sauna Dome, your face gets wet, but your hair doesn't get soaked. So if you have long hair, that may also be one big consideration that you might want to take into account. So all that being said, I found that both saunas are equally good at improving my sleep, and my sweat production in both is nearly identical. Both of them do a great job in helping you to relax, and they also do a great job at lowering your blood pressure, and both can raise your core body temperature. Personally, I find that I use the Sauna Dome more often than I use the SaunaBox. I know the SaunaBox is more attainable to most people due to its price, and I still highly recommend it. If money were not an issue though, I would recommend that you do go with the Sauna Dome. From all of my research, I would still go with the Sauna Dome over one of the bigger wooden infrared saunas under the $2,000 price range because the Sauna Dome just seems to perform much better and gets a lot hotter than what even those do. If there's any other questions you have that I didn't answer in this video, feel free to drop them below in the comments and I'll do my best to answer those for you. And finally, if you're interested in getting a SaunaBox or a Sauna Dome for yourself, be sure to use my discount codes below. It will save you some money. That's all I have for you in this one, and I'll see you in the next one.